I'm going to try and make these videos shorter because it takes too long for me to upload the videos. But remember what we're doing here. We have this corner that we're replacing here. So we have the fascia board, the soffit, and the crown molding. Okay? The crown molding I have sitting over here, getting ready to go. That's ready to go. And now I'm looking at here, I'm looking at my, back here. I'm looking at my soffit. So on this end I have that miter, which is going to go and get tucked into the scarf joint on the other one. And it comes over, and what I did was I went up there and I measured what the length was that was going to have to come into here, and I marked that. And then I marked how far past it goes. So what this is going to look like is this is the corner of the soffit. So I'm going to have to make a piece that comes out from here. And this piece, remember, is going to have this piece here and this piece over top of it. So it's going to sit in there like that. So that width there was telling me for the return of the roof looks right, because it's about the same as what this is here, and that should be slightly less than that, so it can fit inside, and it looks good. So my dilemma is, or my next step is, I have to cut this angle on here. It's going to come out to the corner and out to here, or end to here. This is the corner of the house, and this is the corner where the soffit overhangs to. So to set that up, I'm going to use a sliding T-bevel. This is what I'm going to use to set the angle for my table saw. So let's go over to the table saw. I'll show you how that works. Hope you guys are doing well. This is a lot of videos every week for me, and I spend a lot of time doing this. So this is my gauge here. I have this one also from school that I brought home just for these. So I have two of them so I can keep one at an angle for me. Now I have that blade at a 45-degree angle, and that's what I cut. The 45-degree part that's going to go in the scarf joint. But at this stage I got to bring that back up to 90. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to wheel that back up. And bring it all the way up to a 90-degree angle, which it's at now. And I want to set this thing like this. So I want to know what this angle here is. So what I'm doing, and I hope you can see this, is I'm setting this to the angle that I have drawn there. And that's the angle between the two marks, the overhang of the soffit and the corner of the house. I'm going to give that a little bit of tightening there so it doesn't move on me. And then get it a little bit better here. So I'll bring that to my angle. Looks reasonable right there. So I'll get a little bit more tightness. And then if I turn this handle here on the gauge, I can go ahead then and I can change my angles here. So what I want is I want this to line up with the blade here. So I'm going to bring that up to it. I want to see what that looks like then. And again, I don't want to touch the carbide, I just want to touch the blade part. It's trying to lock in there. So I don't want that to happen. Tries to lock right into that location. So I have to, it wants to lock it with 60 degrees here. So I have to prevent that from happening. In fact, maybe what I will do is I will not use this one. If you notice, this one has the locks for different degrees on there. It's trying to lock into 60 degrees. This one here does not have the locks. So this one might be easier to set up for this. But again, I just loosen the handle. And now I can go ahead and rotate this. And this one's actually much easier to manipulate. Looks pretty good right there. I'm going to lock that. Okay, so this is taking about a minute to set up here. And then what I want to do is I want to cut just off my line to see that I have the right angle on this, which is always a consideration. So I'm going to come just like that and try to make a cut parallel to that line there. The other thing that's a little bit of an issue is that I have this piece. I'm going to have to start my gauge. Let me turn this so you can see. I have to start my gauge off the table because of the width of my board here, which is a little bit of an issue, but we're going to go ahead and try that without that. So I'm going to turn my vacuum on. And I'm going to grab a pair of glasses quickly. So there's the angle cut that I have on that. I want to check and see if it's identical to the angle that I want. That looks great there. That looks good there. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut to my line. There's my line and my cut. You can see the line all the way along that. So that was a good setup. Turn off my vacuum. Next thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to create the return on this. So this goes on like this on the underside, and the return comes back from that. This is the larger piece of the soffit when I talk about it again.